What you're about to watch is a special private training session for people who bought a copy of my book, Built to Serve. Enjoy.
Hey, it's me, Sharon. Hi.
Hey, Sharon, we see you.
I had a question. I'm in the process of working on my mental health book, and I want to know more about writing my book as I share the information with my readers. How does that work where as I'm engaging my clients, I work in the mental health field. I work in a hospital.
Yeah.
I'm a behavioral health tech, so I teach coping skills in a hospital. And a lot of the teenagers had shared with me that they feel like a burden to their families. They feel depressed and suicidal, and they're struggling. They don't have friends. Their grades are bad. And so I thought about how I felt when I was 13, 14, 15 years old. And it turns out with reading your book, I was able to find my pain. And
Wait, what did you put on the book?
Some stickers.
That's amazing. It's like a superhero girl sticker. Is that? It's hard to kind of see.
Yeah, it's a superhero girl sticker. Yeah, some stickers. Yeah,
I like it. Well, if you see Zane's copy, it's all falling apart and pages are all over the floor all the time.
Oh.
I love seeing what people are doing with the copies. Anyway, cool. So it's a question around like writing the book, marketing the book. What do you need help with?
Yeah, so I want to be able to engage my clients so that while I'm writing my book, they can give input and I can have my book paid for as I'm sending it off to the publisher office. I forget how it's called, but there's a technique that you guys call the book is paid for as you're finishing writing it. What is that technique called?
Well, you can get pre-sales.
Yeah, pre-sale. Yeah.
Okay, so
is there a video teaching that? Do you have a video on that or something? I want to know how that looks like. You're not writing it as you're on video with the right or like
what does that best look like? Series. So I've done a couple of videos, individual videos on books, as well as like my biggest lessons, the things that I would do again, the 5 things that I made a mistake on. There's a bunch of those videos on the channel. The other thing that might be helpful is when I was writing my first book. I didn't do it for Built to Serve, but my first book, Your One Word, I did a weekly video on me writing the book. And what I would do is update people every week where I'm at, what I'm doing, any challenges I'm facing. And then I would answer people's questions from the last video. And I did that for, I don't know, I probably did about 30 videos in that series. So that might be helpful for you. 2 things to think about. One, for people writing the book, if you're writing nonfiction, like you're going to write an advice-based book, understand that the content in the book is basically a coaching session that's one way. Okay. So when you're sitting there and you're talking to the youth and they're suicidal and they've got all these issues, you're listening and you're giving advice and then you're seeing what resonates and then you're listening some more and then you're giving some more advice. When you're doing a book, you can't listen.
Right.
One-way communication. They're only listening to you. So the best books are a result of you. And also, Maria and her videos, anywhere where it's one-way communication. The best ones are you've done the coaching so much that you know what the reaction is going to be and you can anticipate the resistance. Because with any good coaching, you're going to get resistance. They're going to say, yeah, but it won't work for me because of this. And then you have to address those things. If Maria's talking tapping, people might say, "Tap, that's stupid. Tapping doesn't work. I'm gonna touch my head 3 times, and now I'm gonna lose my weight." Right? Like she has to address those things in the videos, or people won't. They badly need the help, but they won't do it because they don't trust the process. So, if you've done it enough times, if you've coached enough people, then you know what the resistances are, and that's what needs to be addressed in the book, as well as the advice of what to do. So a great way to do it is if you're still going through the process is you can coach people and have them be different chapters in the book. You can have somebody who you're helping, one of the youth that you're working with, and different issues that they bring up, you have somebody be a sample. So if somebody's suicidal, then you actually take somebody who is suicidal, who you've helped, and you coach them, and their story is told in the book. Now, maybe they're okay with them being their names. Maybe use a pseudonym. Maybe you change the gender, change the city. Like a lot of that stuff doesn't really matter. Some of the stuff in Built to Serve, the real stories, but I've changed some of the people's names or where they're from who didn't want to be identified, and others who are very much identified because they wanted to be in the book. So that's one. It's like you can use people with their permission as stories to share. So it's not just advice, but it's, hey, here's how this person did it. Stories always do super well. On the marketing side, it's taking people along the journey. One of the biggest mistakes that authors make is, oh my gosh, it's so hard to write a book. But the harder part is actually marketing the book after it's written. It's like, well, what do I do? And they wait until the book is done before they do any marketing. Bless you, Maria. And so the answer is, while you're still writing, you're documenting the process of you writing the book, and you start sharing the messages around it. So whether it's YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, whatever platform you feel most comfortable on, you start sharing the journey of you writing the book. So, okay, today I'm writing this section of the book, and I'm going to do it by interviewing somebody who I helped through this process. And some of them might be good wins. And some of the videos, if you go back and watch my year one word videos, some of them were frustrating. It's like, my publisher gave me this cover and I hate the cover, and we don't have time to fix the cover and do something else. Like, you're showing the downsides or the negative parts as well, the ups and downs of you actually building this. So it gives you a reason to talk about the book every week and put it on people's radar without talking about the book and just saying, hey, go buy my book. So both, like, you use the people and their stories to make the book actually better. And then every week you're sharing the journey, the process. You can even use this, like, hey, so this week I went on Evan Carmichael's Insiders group and I asked him about how to market my book because I want to make sure it gets into as many people's hands as possible, right? So whatever you're actually doing to launch and promote the book, you start telling people the behind the scenes of it. So it's another chance to teach them, but also talk about the book.
I like that. Thank you. I appreciate it. No,
Sure.
I have a coworker who has 2 teenagers, and she's been putting it off. This came up, that came up. I want to use them as practice for, so they can share testimony. And so do you think it might be fine for me to just ask coworkers, or because some of the kids we service in the hospital, I'm not there. I'm not allowed to just be with one-on-one coaching because I have to serve a group of teenagers, and then I'm different units. So,
so you start putting the message. Yeah. So if you can't use them, you put the message out far and wide. Hey, I want to help suicidal kids who have depression.
Right.
Bring them to me. I want to help. Free. Hop on a call and just guide them. And if that's your friend, if that's your sister, if that, like, it just starts to spread too. The people say, hey, somebody messaged me today. It's like, hey, I'm in Toronto. My son has ADD. I don't know what to tell him. What can I do? Like, people message me all the time with this stuff. But if they know that you're doing this and you're writing the book and you're coaching and you might be able to help, people start to refer people to you. But you start by asking. So if you know some kids already, or like daughters or sons of your friends, ask them for practice. Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Cool. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right. Good luck. If you want another awesome video in our Black Excellence series, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.